kind of take us through the emotions of playing a game like that?
I don't even know where to begin. It was just so many things. It's the first time in history that we've been in the Sweet 16. You start out a season knowing you have the potential. We were nationally ranked 13 at the beginning of the season, nationally ranked throughout the season. And you know you have the potential, you have the talent, but to actually put it together and have it click, and it's unreal. And it's tough. I had a feeling that it's just been such a chemistry. Our teamwork has been unreal. We've had numerous kids step up, and just us seniors knowing it could be our last game, and then knowing that it could be, I don't even know. I'm sorry. It's a whirlwind of emotions.
Clearly it's an emotional thing.
I just stopped crying, so I'm just glad I'm composed right now.
Just kind of take us through that last instant of that play there at the end.
You almost don't think, Faith, I think, tipped the ball, and I just tried to lean into her, and I fell down, and I just tried to stay as calm as I could, because, they were reviewing the play. I was trying not to think about any of it, what they were going to call, if I was going to shoot free throws, but, shot that shot a million times, and that's what I thought when I went up to the line. How many, our entire lives, just practicing in the backyard. All that is for a moment like that.
Could you get a sense whether or not you had gotten off, or that you had gotten fouled before that, or was it just hard to tell?
I felt like I got fouled.
Yeah.
I was just in a last-second play like that. A lot of times it's a no call, so I didn't really know what to expect, but...
Yeah. Coach, just kind of make an opening statement, just a wild game, just your overall thoughts on that game.
Well, in a lot of ways, sometimes I play a lot of games, and maybe most of the time I kind of play games out in my head a little bit, what I expect. Sometimes I'm surprised, but this one kind of went about the way I expected. I thought they'd pound it and try to get inside on us. They did a good job of that, made some tough shots, I thought, in the second half to really, get themselves back, from behind and then the lead. But our kids have just shown so much grit here over this last probably month now, and I don't know, it was just one of those where I don't know if I really wasn't overly nervous, and but it was just, again, we made a couple stops and in critical times, got the ball, and we got, of course, the last play, and Alex knocks down the two, so great feeling.
Can you just kind of take me through what you saw in that last play and what your feelings were on it?
Well, I don't remember what we had on the inbounds.
6.
But yeah, there was just enough time. We got it, and we screen roll and either just attack. And I kind of thought they'd all be converging, and maybe we'd end up with a kick out for a 3. And M took it all the way to the basket, didn't get it, and we get it back, and it was clearly a foul. But like I said, it's just one of those where sometimes officials will swallow whistles regardless of what happens, and in this case, she got fouled and stuck in 2 big free throws.
Cammie, it seemed like you guys did a pretty good job of pressuring them in the first half and kind of took them out of what they were going to do. Was that kind of the game plan?
Yeah, after we watched the game when they played Mankato last night, we knew that pressure, or the other night, we knew pressure was something that they struggle with sometimes. So we definitely wanted to get them out of their comfort zone, get time down on the shot clock, make them make a play, not give them anything easy. And definitely by pressuring them, I think we did a good job of kind of getting them out of their comfort zone and their rhythm, and yeah, it worked out well for us.
Lydia, just what was the mindset when they were starting to come back and made it interesting there midway through the second half?
Yeah, it was definitely interesting, but I think we did a good job of keeping our composure and keeping our heads up, even though, their crowd obviously had a lot of energy, and I think that almost gave us energy and just kept us in the game. And I feel like we stayed positive, even though they did come back, and we just played the best that we could.
Anything else?
Coach, what was your message to the team at halftime, up 10 points and having that first half lead of 15? Just what was the conversation in the locker room with the girls, just to
It's a long time ago, I haven't remember, that far back, but, I just emphasized, in my mind, I thought, hey, they're gonna make a run, and I just felt, if we defended, like we did in the first half, we'd be in pretty good shape, and we gave them a couple threes where we really got sucked into the basket, where we had talked a lot about that. Once we zoned one possession, and then they got another one, so those were big plays. But we just kind of talked about, hey, the defensive end in the possession game, rebounding, we'll win this for you. And, it was 1 point good enough.
Coach, you're number 6 seed, you beat a number 8 seed. What are some of the other teams in the Elite Eight going to think about when they look at you?
And who do we get, Clayton?
Clayton State.
The champ,
What can you guys bring to the national tournament?
Yeah, I think you guys saw this. They're just good teams in this region. It just it didn't surprise me at all that there would be upsets. Lower seeds beating higher seeds. And I just felt, when you look, they didn't regional rank as many weeks this year, so you had a chance to, talk about it and analyze it. But it was just so balanced that even the last week, teams are going 2 and 3 and 0 versus 0, and they didn't switch anything. And but it was a great venue. It's a great place to play, and with both Washburn and then Emporia's crowds, they provide a lot of atmosphere. And so I think we're as ready as we can be. Put our best foot forward again in San Antonio.
Thank you.
Okay.